Good morning, everyone out there. Good morning, world. Good morning, people. My name is Edward Bevilacqua. I am with Department of Career Services, where we have a simple goal to help you get from where you are to someplace better. From point A to point B, from Someday Isle to Successlandia. We sort of do it through the podcast. Well, we indirectly do it through the podcast. It's not the message I'm giving, it's not what I'm saying. However, it's from the people down below, except it's Sunday. So there are very few people down below. But normally, it's the people down below. Today, Sunday, is our reflection on the week in preparation for the next week. So it's good. And good morning, Wata Bebi. Good morning to you. So let's just dive right in. Bonk or bonk. Swan dive. How is the weather back in? Oh, so today's weather forecast is 56 to 90 degrees here in Pahrump, or you might say Pahrumpertucky. Yesterday was the festival, the Saturday of the fall festival. So once again, I worked at the booth for the Knights of Columbus as a little bit of payback, but mostly because I got to spend several hours with Mark Kumpf, the county clerk. It was a very important role, much of which is involved in the election process. And I will tell you, very impressive guy, very committed, dedicated, methodical. Can't say enough good things about him. Good guy. Okay, cloudy over here in Virginia. Is it Virginia or Moginia? Okay, who knows? The shadow do. All right, let's jump right in. So this is a 5-part podcast. 3 parts we do online, 2 parts you do after we're over. So the 5 parts are: 1, prepare for the podcast, prepare for the day. 2 is start with an attitude of gratitude. 3, review yesterday. 4, plan for today. 5, project out the day and then go live it. See your future, be your future, as Ty in Caddyshack told Danny. See your future, be your future. However, we do steps 3 and step 5. We do the planning for, we do the review of yesterday, step 3, and we do the projection after it's over so that we can spend the time to properly reflect. All righty then. So we'll start with breathing exercise, and we will do the Professor Huberman Stanford breathing, which is to fill our lungs fully. I think that's better in the morning than the Mark Divine box breathing. But so it's the idea is to get your lungs, get as much oxygen as your lungs as possible, open up your lungs as much as you can. And that is best done through a double the most quickest way to do it is a double intake. You certainly can do it by going out and exercising and breathing heavy. That will do it. This is just a quick. In 1 minute, you can open up your lungs to the maximum possible. So it's a double inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, letting the air pour out at the end, using your stomach muscles to get your lungs fully empty. So it looks like this. Evacuation complete. Evacuation complete. Okay, and you'll feel it. I kind of feel it in my ears, not a loss of pressure, but more oxygen, more, I don't know. Hard to say. You try it and tell me. Okay, part 1 over. Part 2, attitude of gratitude. How do we do that? How do we do that? Well, we do it through, how do we do it? Yeah, we do it by writing in our book. I'm so happy and grateful now that. So we write in the book, I'm so happy and grateful now that. What book? What write? Okay, so we need three things to do this. We need a pen. I like these multicolored pens. A book. I'm now using these Moleskine type little books because they don't have a lot to write on each page, and so blah, blah, blah. And lastly, we need coffee. Once again, this coffee is donated by Randy. We're almost out. Last night I got a big bag of Starbucks coffee donated by Pastor Ruben from Full Armor Church. Big bag, very generous. Big bag, probably, I don't know, $40 bag if it was available at Sam's Club. $40, $50, maybe more. It's high quality. Very lucky. So, attitude of gratitude. I'm so grateful and happy now that. That's part one. We write it. Two, we turn it into a question. What am I so happy and grateful for? And three, we then turn our attention inward and we notice as the question gets answered in our brain. So Wada Bevy might say that she's happy and grateful that it's cloudy over here in Virginia. She might say that. She might say, who knows? I listened to 2 sermons about today's reading, Matthew 1 through 16, 2 sermons on those. And I'm happy and grateful I did that because it really made it clear to me, which we will talk about. Envy, not Nevada, not the abbreviation for Nevada. This is envy, not envy. Okay, so part 2, what am I so happy and grateful for? I've already done mine. Yes. Wada Bevy is the one who noticed the envy. Love thy neighbor dash envy. Oops, as Lucy would say, oops. Okay, what am I so happy and grateful for right now? Well, I can say it's Sunday. I get to go to church, get to finish this project that I'm working on for this secret project. Had a good day yesterday. Jerry Maguire. It's good to be alive. What could that be? Who could that be now? No one. Uber Eats. Okay. So, step 1 is over. Step 2 is over. Step 3, planning for today. So, I'm going to give a couple things from the description down below. Our disclaimer, this is a 4-part transformational program. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, to help people with their unique journey from someday I'll to Successlandia. People who are ready, willing, and able to work and want to navigate to their best future. All essential services provided: housing, clothing, food, hygiene, smartphone, foundational employment, education, career planning, coaching, and counseling. That's what we do. How do you get from here to there? It's simple. Say, I believe that something great is going to happen to me today! ! Something great is going to happen to me today. And believe it. Advice from an 80-year-old. Think twice before burdening a friend with a secret. Right. Righto. Next in our planning for today, 3 simple goals. Write down 3 simple goals, 3 things you can get done today. Like, we look at my thing. Wash my sheets. It's Sunday. Clean sheets on the bed, whether I need them or not. Clean sheets. It's a way to make sure to notice and minimize if there are any bed bugs, which we take great care in this room to not have. And you might notice metal bed frame They can't crawl up bed, not against the wall, can't jump over, crawl up the wall and jump over, not smart enough to climb up, go all the way to the ceiling and parachute down. They can't really do that. So cleaning, washing the sheets, they're already in the washing machine at before 6 a.m. And the sun is not up, the light is coming into the sky today. Okay, so write down 3 simple things that you can accomplish for today. Just 3 simple things. Okay, got it. Groovy. Let us. The theme for today is envy, bad, very bad. So I bring your attention to Matthew chapter 20, verses 1 through 16. This is where the master needs workers in his vineyard. He hires some. Later finds out I need more. Tells this guy, go get more. They bring in more. Brings in more. So again, noon. So he brings them in the morning, brings them in at noon, brings them in at 3. And then at 5, brings more in. Brings more people in. And then the day is over and he goes to pay them. He starts with the people who started last. They got a full day's pay. So the people who started all day thought they were going to get more. They found out they got the same as the guy who worked for an hour and then complained. Right, complained. Instead of focusing on what they got, they complained. And so in verse 16, the master says, but he answered one of them, I am not being unfair to you, friend. Didn't you agree to work for a denarius for 1 day's pay? Take your pay and go. I want to give the one who was hired last the same as I gave you. Don't I have the right to do what I want with my own money? Or are you envious because I am generous? In other words, this particular worker wasn't so much, it's not so much that he felt cheated because he agreed to work for 1 day's pay. What he was upset at the guy who only worked an hour and he got the same amount. Envy. It's not so much I want to win, it's I don't want you to win. I don't like what you have. So envy is bad, and it's what I heard today, it's one of the most common shortcomings we have. Envy. Now, if we turn this into the actual meaning, so God is the master, we are the workers. We toil all day to be good Christians. So this is for non-believers. I'm not talking to the believers because you already know this. This is for the non-believers, and it's a very simple way, like not elementary school, first grade math. 1 + 1 = 2. Okay, we're not doing trigonometry here. We're not doing standard deviations, quadratic equation. We're just doing the simple blocking and tackling. So you have to toil away to be a Christian. That's okay. That's part of it. That is the way. So people, when we get to John 14:6, people focus on the last part. No one gets to the Father except through me. And they focus on that. They forget the beginning. I am the way. Aha! You have to love your neighbor all the time. You have to toil for Jesus all the time. You have to carry your yoke all the time. Okay? All the time you are a Christian. So we workers in the field, we work all day. That's what we do. We do our best. And we enjoy the opportunity to be working because it's better than not working and not having money. So when somebody becomes a Christian at the end of the day, should we complain that on somebody's deathbed they converted? Should we complain, oh, that son of a beep? I worked my whole life to be a Christian. I sacrificed my whole life. I did this. And that person was a hedonist his whole life, a womanizer, a philanderer, whatever. He was not a good person. And he's going to heaven too? Ah, envy. Envy. No, we should be happy. We got another one. Another one is saved. So, envy, bad. Envy, bad. Happy, good. So for the workers, they could have had the attitude of, yes, you got paid too. I knew you. You didn't get hired at the beginning of the day. I felt bad because you had no money. You need money to pay your kids. I felt bad that when they called at 12, they didn't take you. When he came at 3, he didn't take you. But when it was 5 o'clock, he did take you and you got money. I don't care that you didn't have to work. I'm glad that you got money. You waited around all day hoping to get a job. I shouldn't be envious. I should be happy because we're brothers. Okay, we are one. You benefited too. I benefited and you benefited, versus how come you got the same as me? No, bad. Envy, bad. Tuesday night Bible study, envy all around the room. And I notice I become judgmental about the people who are envious of other people. So I guess that's a good reason to go, is to scourge myself, go through the pain. But now I know that's the way. Okay, 1640 in. Let's see if we have anything else. Wada Bevy, are you still there? In the field, toiling away, listening to this podcast. All right, so Seth's blog is worth noting today. That's another one that's a good one. While standing on one foot, make it easy, they insist. One of the longest running direct response ads of all time was for a piano playing course. For more than 40 years, people mailed in money, and real money, for a simple, fast way to impress their friends by playing the piano. They sold a bunch of manuals, but I'm guessing not many people actually learned to play. Trying to make it easy. And every year there are new electronic devices, pills, and procedures that promise to help people lose weight or get fit without trying very hard. I.e., you can just be hired at the end of the day. You don't have to toil all day long in the field working. Of course, the 1 foot shortcut fails almost every time. Not only don't we learn anything, but we waste the time and the money we spent standing impatiently on 1 foot. A fundamental reason that high overhead educational settings like med school succeed is that sunk costs and commitment dramatically increase our willingness to stick it out. If the easy thing worked, we would have done it already. Okay, so a fundamental reason that places like Stanford succeed, one reason places like Stanford succeed is they've got a lot of money invested and a commitment to dramatically increase our willingness to stick it out. In other words, we're here to help you get to there. The most successful students insist that the teacher make it difficult, so difficult that we're tempted to quit, but we don't. In other words, they don't make it easy, they make it hard. They make it to the point of, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I don't know if I'm willing to keep doing it. Commitment gets us through the frustration, and frustration is the partner of learning. Okay? We've got to figure that out. We've got to not quit, etc., etc., etc. All right, so we're about 20 million minutes in, 1921 time. Okay, so Wada Bevy's still there. She stuck it out through the frustration, standing on 1 foot. No, she's gritting her teeth. When will this be over? When will my pain end? It is the way. Suffering is the way. No, it's not suffering. It's the way. Okay, so with that, we're going to close for today, but tomorrow starts another week, another day. The obstacle is the way. Correct. The obstacle is the way. Okay, last couple thoughts. Number one way, simple way to get a little bit further on the upward trajectory is act such that today is the only easy day. Push yourself just a little bit more to help other people. Focus on this term envy. Notice, have a little metaphorical alarm bell inside of you that goes off when you act envious. Program the RAS for envy, to notice envy. Waiteva, what you think about, you bring about. So we want to eliminate envy, notice it. So that's number one. What you think about, make yesterday the only easy day. Number two, if you're still here, it's not that God has a plan for you. Non-believers, I'm not talking to believers. Disclaimer, this is not higher level, deeper dive. This is the simple, basic thing. God's gift to you is your life. That is your gift to do with what you want. You have free will. But your gift to God is how you live your life. Let's live our lives for God, to please Him. Okay, let's do that. And with that, I am going to say, and cut. Okay, what a bevy, and cut. Boop.